Welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy. Last time I completed Dreadnought Galaxy and got my 72nd star. This time, there's only one thing I have left to do. Since I've completed Dreadnought Galaxy and that was the final main galaxy that I had to do, I've explored everything I wanted to do, and I've wanted to explore in this game, and I've done everything I want to do, except for one main thing. And that's going to the center of the universe and saving my special one. It's time. Do you want to go to the location of your special one at the center of the universe? Let's go. Alright then, off we go.
Go, Mario.
That cutscene was just such a perfect lead up to this galaxy for me as a kid, because it just made the stakes feel so much higher. That being said, Mario's running animation there was a little bit awkward, but anyway, that's not important. Let's do the final galaxy, Bowser's Galaxy Reactor, and the final mission, the fate of the universe. To the very end, this game is just adding really cool mechanics. So, fun fact, I died in this section really recently, which is why I decided to re-record this, actually. It's a really easy section, but I guess I got overconfident with the spotlight, which, by the way, as I was saying, is a new mechanic. As long as you are actually in the light of the spotlight, okay, that's fine. You'll actually be attracted to the wall that the spotlight is kind of looking at. But if you, even for a second, which is how I died, even for a second, get out of the spotlight, or you don't keep up with the spotlight, you will actually fall out and go back to your normal gravity. It's kind of a supplement for an auto-scrolling section, but I still think it's really cool. Something you might have noticed at this point is we are going from galaxy to galaxy. Not galaxy to galaxy. My bad. Planetoid to planetoid. And, since we're going from planetoid to planetoid, something you might also notice is the fact that the aesthetics for this galaxy are very varied. Wow, that mixed well. I don't very varied. Anyway, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm recording this pretty late, and that's fantastic. You might see me mess up a few times. I don't know what's wrong with me. I haven't played this galaxy recently. As a kid, I used to be able to do this galaxy no damage. It was really easy for me. But now I don't know what's wrong. I just haven't played it recently, and I guess I've just kind of gotten a bit soft, or I keep thinking this is an easy galaxy, and I take it for granted. But anyway, this galaxy can be relatively challenging if you actually don't take care of this in a, I guess I should say, safe manner. You have to keep moving really fast, because a lot of the platforms you're standing on will disappear. It's not an if they or maybe they will disappear. For example, I'm gonna get hit there, whatever. For example, the ice that I was actually standing on and skating on before disappeared over time, which is actually a way I ended up dying a while ago. It's because I just kind of stood there. I was like, oh, I should be fine. I can get that one up, but I actually didn't have time because I messed up the earlier section, and it's really kind of nerve-wracking in some sections, though I will say this area right here is probably the hardest, if only because I make small mistakes like that, and because there's a bunch of lava surrounding you, and a bunch of enemies that actually home onto you. Right there is a good example, bullet bills. It's very, very easy to get caught in the lava and take damage, like right there, and these bullet bills keep following you and try to deal damage to you, and you just kind of have to keep moving. These are Great. These are bonsai bills. They are not that difficult to avoid. Please ignore me. Please. Please, I don't want to die. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Anyway, speaking of bonsai bills, they go in a straight line. They're not that difficult to avoid, so you don't have to worry too much about them. The bullet bills are really the part that make that section really difficult. Though it's not too hard.
Looking for Princess Peach? Too bad, 'cause she's with me.
I'm coming for you, babe. That was really weird. What am I doing? Anyway, this area right here is another area where you just have to keep moving because Bowser Jr. will begin to shoot meteors at you. And if you've learned anything from playing this game and beating the Bowser bosses or going through the Bowser castles, up until this point, meteors actually destroy these platforms. So you want to be relatively quick. I don't need that 1-up, I don't think. That being said, I'm probably going to die like 86 times here, but whatever. It's time, Big Bad Bowser. Our final battle. Finally, you got here just in time to see the creation of my galaxy in the center of the universe. Watch and weep. From this galaxy, I'll rule a great galactic empire with Peach by my side. It'll last forever. I'll rule every pitiful corner of the universe. So, Mario, as you can see, I got big plans, and stomping you is at the top of my list. I almost said bottom. Whoops.
That's the exact opposite of what he said.
Something you'll notice right off the bat. These boss fights that we're going to be going through, I shouldn't say boss fight. This boss fight that we are going through is pretty similar to the boss fights, my lord, that we've been through with Bowser up till this point. Though, there is a difference. As you've no doubt noticed, Bowser was in a rock just there. Fun fact, I think that'll be used later on as kind of a power-up. I don't know if this was the inspiration for a power-up in Mario Galaxy 2, but it seems like it. It's just too similar to not be an inspiration. But pretty much, the boulders that we've been smacking to get Starbits up until this point was kind of just a way to show us how this boss fight would be handled. So that's the first section, that's the first phase. Now we're moving on to another phase. This one's a little bit more difficult. He'll roll up into an actual spike ball. What you have to do is hit him with a balloon. Once you've done that, it's the normal business from here on out. Every single phase you have to attack him at least twice. Honestly, it's not too difficult, though that being said, I'm probably going to get hit soon. This phase usually gives me a little bit of problems, specifically because he just moves really fast and it's kind of annoying, and you can hit yourself with these balloons, so it can get kind of strange, like right there. But I still hit him, so I guess all's well that ends well. As long as I can hit him around second time, going around the planet. There we go, perfect. And with that, let's go into that galaxy, I don't know, half galaxy? It's not created yet, right? The point is, let's go into it and take him down once and for all. This is the third and final phase. He'll kind of mix everything he's been doing up until this point to one big... I shouldn't say that, because he doesn't use the rock form at all. Though, fun fact, he is using something we've seen before already. He'll try to ground pound onto you. You have to get him onto the very specific sections that are marked on this planetoid. Get him to land in the lava, which are the very specific marked sections. And hit him twice. While this final boss does feel really fun to fight, and it's really cool, it's nothing new, which makes me kind of sad, because, honestly, I wish there was something interesting that was done here. This is done in a few other Mario games, too. There's a bunch of boss fight... Sorry about that, anyway. There's a bunch of, different boss fights that are used in certain Mario games, and then they reuse the same old Bowser one every single time for the final boss, and it's relatively annoying, and I wish they went like the Mario Sunshine route, where the final boss was actually pretty new and interesting, and it was something we hadn't seen up till that point. But, I don't know. I guess Nintendo's gonna do what they're gonna do. There's nothing I can do to stop it. Hopefully you're gonna stop, like, right there. Jump up. There we go. One more hit, and he's done. That's a 1. 2, and what just happened there? Oh, okay. And that's a 3. Big Bad Bowser is done for. And with that, that is the final star we're going to be getting in this game. So without further ado, do you hear the baby stars? These newborns will grow up to become galaxies someday. When stars die, they turn to stardust and scatter across the cosmos. Eventually, that stardust reforms to create a new star, and so the cycle of life continues. But the cycle never repeats itself in quite the same way. So, you'll see.
Yes.
Welcome! Welcome, new galaxy!
That's the end of Super Mario Galaxy. Obviously, I'm not done with this game. I still have a few things to do in some bonus episodes, but my god, has this been a trip to nostalgia left to right for me. Left to right? Right and left? I'm trying to say that nostalgia's been coming at me at all directions and just punching me in the face. Anyway, the point is, the game's done. And I kind of want to give my final thoughts on this game, because over time, and nostalgia really does kind of coat some games in this film that we just can't take off. But I would like to look at this game analytically for a minute and kind of give my final opinions on it. And I will say this game is still held up. I still think this game is fantastic and probably one of my favorite 3D Mario games of all time. It is just so freaking good. But there are a few mechanics that get redundant, such as the star chip collecting. That can get kind of annoying, and I know it's a way of progression, but it's really not all that fun to deal with every single 5 seconds. Recording this game has made me see that. But honestly, I don't think it gets too much in the way, and really nothing can ruin my fun while playing this game. So that's that. This game is still fantastic, and at some point I'll go to its sequel. Again, at some point. I literally just finished the first game, so I'm not going to be going to the sequel anytime soon, but I plan to go to that at some point and kind of give my thoughts on that compared to this game as well. And I will say it's fared better. I know that for a fact, but this game is still really, really fun, and if you haven't given it a shot at this point, if you like 3D platformers, give it a chance. You might have been scared off by its linearity, but really I don't think that affects the game overall. I think overall it's such a fantastic experience, and even if you liked Mario 64's openness, and that's one of the parts you loved about it, I'm sure you'll find things to love in this game too, because it's just so creative and inventive. And something I love about this game is the fact that even though it's a Wii game, it doesn't really, the motion controls don't get in the way too much. A game I will say is kind of Donkey Kong Country Returns is such a fun game, but play it on the 3DS, because honestly, the original Wii game, going back to it is such a frustrating experience because the motion controls are so tacked on and annoying. So that's just my personal opinion about it, but this isn't about Donkey Kong Country Tropical. I have Tropical Freeze on the brain. No. Mario Galaxy is a fantastic game that doesn't, while it does force motion controls onto you, it doesn't feel as if they're intruding upon your fun. And that's such an important part of the experience to me. That image right there is scary with all the bamboos. My lord. But that's that. Thank you, Nintendo, for producing such a fantastic game. And thank you for copywriting me every single step of the way. It's been a fantastic journey. And for those who did join me, even if this is your first episode joining me, kind of weird time to hop into the experience, but thank you for hopping in no matter what. Doesn't matter where you started watching, if you even got to the final episode. This is for the people who've watched one episode and thought, oh, this is pretty trash, and left. Thank you for even giving it a chance. But that's that. That's another Let's Play under my belt. And, unlike the Breath of the Wild stuff that I said I would get to, I honestly will get to the Mario Galaxy bonus videos before I move on to my next Let's Play. Swear to God. So without further ado, that's the end. See you next time.